What's going on, everybody? Tanner with another video. Hope you're all having a great day. Welcome to the Wednesday vlog. Right now, I'm in North Carolina, my hometown. I'm here finishing up school, finishing up a new business I'm working on launching, but you guys will see soon. I know I've said that, so it will be soon. Once it's launched, everything's making money, then you will see it. Right now, as you can see, it's pretty cloudy outside. That's because it is supposed to snow. There's supposed to be a snowstorm. I don't know how. It's about 40 degrees right now, 4:30 in the afternoon. Look at these giant snow machines here. North Carolina is a place, well, at least in the area that I live, that people freak out over snow, at least ice and stuff. I mean, I know ice is a big deal. Driving on it's very, very dangerous, but they freak out. You know, you go to somewhere else where it snows all the time, and you know, they can care less. They have the places that clean it up. It's all good. But here, you know, they cancel schools if there's barely anything on the roads. You know, that's just how it is here. But I guess this vlog, we're gonna see what happens if it snows or not. It's supposed to start at like midnight, and right now it's 4:30, so we have a little while to go before it starts snowing. But I'll keep you guys updated, see what happens. Maybe some donuts in the park. No, I would never do that. Never. But anyways, let's go for a quick drive right now. Enjoy the C63S before it starts snowing, and I won't be able to drive on it. So right now, I'm actually at a farm I just got to that's pretty close to my house, and they do a lot of cool stuff here. They have a bunch of different animals and stuff. Look at this truck right here. Oh my gosh, one of my dream cars, one that you probably would not expect, is a Hummer H1, like the military vehicles. This one is like, I don't know. That thing, I don't know what's on the back of it, but that thing is awesome. We got all the horses and stuff like that, the fire pits. They actually do very, very well here, like in the fall, like during Halloween season, because they have a corn maze here they do, and they charge people like, I don't know how much a piece, but every time I'll come by here at night, oh my gosh, the whole place is crowded. He kills it, and it's all cash, so it's pretty awesome business if you ask me. And of course they do all the other stuff because it's a farm, it's agriculture and things like that. That's one business that's actually dying right now, is agriculture. You know, there's being less and less farmers and more of just, you know, facilities where they're growing things in a way just to make it fast and speed up production, instead of, you know, focusing on the quality and natural ingredients or plants, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm sure you've heard all of that. But anyways, that's it for my little farm talk right there. I'm actually about to turn out of here because I just noticed there's a crash, a pretty bad crash on the highway bridge. So I'm almost to the bridge, and then I'm gonna see what's going on. All right, the car's parked, we're on the bridge. All right, well, here it is. Just looks like a bunch of cops and a bunch of fire trucks. I guess I'm a little late to this show here, so I don't see a ton going on, but it looks like it must have been pretty bad, like the people rolled off the side there. But there's actually a tractor coming here, coming on the bridge. Oh, here he comes, he's getting close. It's a wide load. Oh man. Well, it is currently nighttime now. As you can see, it's about 9 o'clock at night right now. And I got the Jeep right there. I don't know if you can see. I got the windshield all covered up, so it'll be easy to drive tomorrow in the snow, hopefully. But now I'm about to go to the store real quick. I gotta get some coffee because I love coffee, so I'm gonna be going to the grocery store, and I bet it's like people going crazy. I'm sure there's nobody really there now, but I bet there's a lot of stuff missing off the shelves because people just go crazy here with a little bit of snow. So I'm gonna be going to the grocery store getting some coffee, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, everybody, it's the next morning. I just woke up. I did not look outside the windows. I know it's bright though. I did not look out the windows as much as I wanted to, because I wanted to see it with the camera on to see how much snow there actually is. I thought it wasn't gonna snow at all, so I'm not really sure what to expect. I looked at my weather app though. It did say it was snowing and that it's been snowing, so let's do it, I guess. Here we go. Oh my gosh. It's not terrible. Actually, it is a lot of snow. Especially for North Carolina. See how deep it is. Oh man, that is actually very deep. Wow. Look at the poor Mercedes. Oh no. The Jeep's not bad. Porsche's safe. Well, I guess now I gotta do some snow shenanigans and see what kind of fun we can have. All right, right now I am in the Jeep. We're about to go for a quick drive, me and my dad. See how the roads are. It's still snowing. Very, very heavy outside, as you can see. So I'm waiting for the Jeep to warm up right now. You can see the poor Mercedes out there struggling in the snow. Glad I got a four-wheel drive car, and we're gonna see what happens. So I didn't really plan my outfit. I think this is the worst choice ever for shoes. These shoes are flat on the bottom, as you can see, no traction at all, so I'm gonna be sliding everywhere. I already am. Snow's getting deeper. It's getting to my ankles. We got the Jeep out. It's actually really deep over here. All right, we just got back, and the dogs are going out in the snow. Charlie, go on, go. It's deep. Gibby, you scared? Well, it's been snowing for over 12 hours now, and as you can see, the snow is about, if I had to guess, at least a foot deep in the actual spots. Because like just walking now, the issue is, it's not all snow. It's like I'm sinking right now. The top of it is ice, so it's actually very hard. And like you can't really do much with it. But anyways, right now I want to talk about how to actually make money with the snow. A lot of people think it's a time where, you know, it's snowing, I'm just gonna stay inside and watch movies all day, which a lot of people do. But there's actually a lot of opportunities that go on where you could make some money. The C63S is struggling right now, covered in ice. I couldn't even get the door open without being scared that it was gonna break something. So for all of you guys that live in places where it snows and you're always asking me, Tanner, can I have $100 to start my dropshipping business? Can I have this amount of money to do this? If you want capital, some money to start a new business, you have to work for it. You can't just get money to start a business unless someone gives it to you, they're nice enough. I'm not like that to everybody. I help some people, but not everybody. So you need to make sure you know how to make money some other ways. So I'm gonna give you 5 different ideas and ways you can make money in the snow. Of course, not all of these are gonna apply to everyone, but a good amount of them are. So let's get into number 1. Number 1, as you might have thought, this one's pretty labor intensive. Shoveling snow out of people's driveways, okay? This is something that's not easy, and if it's still snowing like it is here, it's not gonna be the best idea. But as you can see, it's something where you're just taking snow out of people's driveway and moving it over so they can drive their cars out or walk out there, dogs, whatever. So basically what you gotta do, you go door to door, you know neighbors, you know whoever, you charge them 20, 30, 40 bucks per driveway. I mean, really it depends on the size of it and all of that stuff. You know, maybe even you put some salt out there, you can charge $10 extra for that and just keep that to burn off the ice. So that's number 1 right there. It's very simple, very basic, but it does the job. If you have, let's say, I don't really live in a neighborhood, I live out in the middle of nowhere, but if you live in a neighborhood like I used to with a bunch of houses, you could go up to them and probably make a couple $100 in a day just from utilizing all the snow that's out here and shoveling it up for people. If they don't want to do it themselves, then you can do it for them and charge the money for it. So now number 2, this is going to also be applicable if you are in a very busy neighborhood or a big neighborhood or on a busy street or anything like that. You know how people have lemonade stands, they sell lemonade for 25 cents or whatever it is. What you can do is the opposite. Instead of having a cold refreshing drink, you have a hot refreshing drink. You're selling hot chocolate, coffee, whatever it is. You don't necessarily have to have a stand and sit out in the snow all day, but what you can do is just have something available where you're near the place of traffic, or you're even going door to door. Door to door sales make a lot of money, whether it's something that costs $1 or $100, you know. Door to door sales are used by a large majority of people. So going out and utilizing these resources, you know, coffee and hot chocolate is pretty cheap. Just get something that it'll stay hot in. You can carry it around, take it door to door, or you can simply just stop cars on the road or cars that are passing by and, you know, offer them some coffee or hot chocolate. So that's number 2 right there. Pretty basic, but also something that you can make some money with. Sell cups of coffee and hot chocolate for $1. Costs you probably less than 10 cents. So that's number 2. Okay, number 3. This applies to you if you drive or know someone that drives and you have a vehicle that can off-road in the snow. We were driving the Jeep earlier. It was doing pretty well. We slid one time, but that's about it. I just got brand new tires on there. Cost so much money, and I don't even drive the Jeep that much. It's just because they're the off-road tires. But I'm glad I did it now because the snow, it's treating it well, and they did very well. But basically what I want to get to this point is a towing service. You know, some kind of service where you are helping cars get unstuck, whether it's people that don't know how to drive and they just keep getting stuck. You get in their car and you can get it out for them, or you have an off-road vehicle where you're getting into your car and towing them out of a ditch or out of ice, whatever it is that they're stuck in. And you know, you go up to them, tell them, hey, 10, 20 bucks, or you could just be a nice person. A lot of people would just do it for free to be nice, but you could also just do it for free and then say, we also accept tips if you have any money, because you save them from keeping their car stuck into a ditch or whatever. Because a lot of people, they go out there driving in the snow, ice, whatever, think they're fine or their car's fine. Like this car right here, not good in the snow. The night I actually bought this car, the next day it started snowing very, very heavily and I couldn't even drive it. I drove it back from the dealership and I couldn't drive it for about 4 days after that. So I was sort of sad and I wanted to drive in the snow. I took it out in the snow a little bit, but that thing was terrible. It's terrible. Rear wheel drive, you know, the basically race tires, the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s. So you got to be careful with that. But the Mercedes is like a little tank. It's not all-wheel drive, but I think it would do all right. The only issue right now is that when the snow is this tall, these little sports cars can't really get through it because they're just plowing it and it'll mess up the front bumper. But the Jeep, on the other hand, big tires, lift kit, all-wheel drive, Perfect. So towing service is number 3. Okay, now number 4. This is something that doesn't necessarily apply to just the snow, but the holiday season overall. For those of you that don't really have the capital to start an online business right now, the holiday season, it might be a little bit late. Well, actually, not a little bit late. There's like 16 days until Christmas. So basically, until then, what you can do is start some kind of business where you're selling cookies or anything related to Christmas. A lot of people, you know, they're in the holiday season when it's snowing. I know for a lot of you guys watching this, you get snow all the time. It's not a big deal, but for me, we barely ever get snow. But just buying cookies or making them and then reselling them door to door, like anything else I talked about here, you could make a lot of money. You could upsell these people. You can go clean their driveways for 20, 30 bucks and then say, hey, we also have these cookies for an extra 10 bucks if you want them. All homemade Christmas cookies. Let me know if you want them. And then a lot of the time people are gonna do it. And a lot of this stuff works very well if you're a young kid, at least for cleaning driveways and stuff, because I used to do these kind of things. Actually, this used to be a golf course behind my house, and what I would do, I would just sit there, because the cart path goes right behind my house. I would sit there right at the path. I would have a bunch of chips and drinks and stuff and golf balls, and I would sell them. You know, people come by, they literally have to drive there, so they all go by me. You know, some people just drive by, and some people would stop and buy stuff because I was a young kid. I don't even think I was that young. I was probably like 14 or 15, which was not a good idea, because what happened was I wasn't getting that many sales, so I put my sister out there who's a few years younger than me, and she was getting a lot more sales than I was, and then I was paying her just a low amount of what the total was. But as far as the golf balls go, I would go out there after everybody would play, after the course would close, and I'll just go in the woods and find a bunch of golf balls. I have like probably around 1,000 golf balls in my basement right now just from finding them, because I would try and resell them. So there's a lot of different things you can do. So let's get into the last point here. Number 5, okay, this is going to be storage, okay? So right now, like my garage here, I don't have that much room. You know, my mom's car, my dad's car, and then my car here, but then the Mercedes is stuck out here because I don't have enough room in the garage. So basically, this applies if you have a lot of garage space, a basement. So we have the warehouse right now, but it's actually under construction, so we can't put a bunch of cars in there. We don't really want to. But that's one thing we used the warehouse for before. When it was the detailing company in there, there was a hurricane or tornado, something coming. They said, hey, if you need your car here, you know, it'll be 50 bucks for 3 days or whatever it is. And they had lots of storage in the warehouse, and then they would put their cars in there for 50 bucks for 3 days, and you know, it would fill up full of cars. So this is something that applies to you if you have a large space, or maybe it's even things that people just have in their yard and they just want to protect it from the snow and ice. And maybe even if you just have a little bit of room in your garage, you could put it in there, or your basement, whatever it is, just to make people feel more safe. Because when you reach people's emotions, they're a lot more likely to buy from you, or, you know, partake in some service that you're offering just because you are reaching their emotions. A lot of people purchase after emotions and not logic. So those are my 5 ways to make money in the snow. They're pretty basic, pretty standard things, but a lot of you guys always ask how to make money. You know, this is just something fun I thought I'd do for this vlog and just put it in together here. You know, the snow vlog mixed with the actual 5 things to make money, because, I mean, it's the same kind of thing if it was summer and people had long grass, it was growing a lot. You go, you mow people's grass, it's fall, the leaves are falling, you go and you rake up people's leaves. You know, there's always gonna be ways to make money, just very basic ways, manual ways. You know, as far as time efficiency goes and the conversion from how much time you're putting in to how much you're making per hour, things like that, it's not gonna be very high. It's not going to be something that's amazing. It's not gonna be a 6-figure job, but it's something that will allow you to make more money and then utilize that money in order to make more money in the future in an easier way. So, now, let's get into some more snow shenanigans and see what happens. Well, everybody, it's currently the next day. It is Monday now, and actually, I was up till about 3:30 in the morning launching a new company. Now it's 8:30. I got about 5 hours of sleep last night, and I came back out this morning expecting hopefully no more snow so I can go do stuff I need to do. But no, as you can see, still snowing pretty hard. Had to dig all this stuff out for the dogs and the Mercedes. I had to take a little bit of snow off, but it's actually like an ice cube. There's just ice covered in the whole thing. Not as much anymore as it was last night, but now it's just a ton of snow. And actually I had to have a little adventure last night. My unit right there that heats up my upstairs was not working. I had it set to 70 and it was just staying on 65 and it would not heat. I come outside, I'm like, what is the issue now? And the whole thing's just covered in snow and ice. So I had to clean all that off last night. It was freezing cold, it was snowing, or it wasn't even snowing, it was like freezing rain. And I had to get all that stuff out. Look how big these snowflakes are. Oh my gosh, look at this. That's one snowflake that's fallen. Wow, it's beautiful. It's now about 37 degrees. The snow's starting to melt a little bit. I'm getting a little bit daring. I started up the Mercedes. Took about 10 minutes to clean all the ice and snow off of it. I still gotta dig the snow with the shovel out of the back of it so I can reverse. But apparently the main roads are pretty good, but my road right now is terrible. But the Jeep is doing fine, of course. It's got brand new tires on there. But I'm gonna finish digging out the C63S, and we're gonna try and drive and see what happens. Rear wheel drive, like 550 horsepower, so wish me luck. And now, for those of you that want to know how the car sounds amazing. I'm gonna do a quick rev for you. It is warm, do not worry. I've been letting it warm up for like 20 minutes now. The oil is all the way where it needs to be, so I'm gonna give you a few revs so you guys can hear what it's like. Oh my God, those pops though. Time to embark on our little journey here. Here goes nothing. Emergency brake off. Uh-oh, we're moving. It doesn't want to move. It's already spinning. I'm not even out of the driveway. I need some momentum here. Uh-oh, we got some momentum. It keeps spinning. It's probably not a good idea because rear wheel drive, all the power. Uh-oh, we're going. We're going. It doesn't want to go. For those of you that want to see what it is like when I'm driving in, here you go. There's like no traction at all for these tires. These are summer tires and they're a little bit worn. Uh-oh, we're on the road. We're on the road. Put her in drive. Come on, baby. Come on, give me some traction. All right, we're moving. We're moving. Oh, we've made it onto the road. Let's go, baby. Put you down here, you can see what I'm driving in and what's going on. The traction light is just going off the whole entire time. Uh-oh, we got a car coming. This is not good. Oh look, there's those tractors that we saw in the beginning of the video. Uh-oh, we're stuck. We're stuck. Oh, we made it. I'm not gonna record anymore, but we made it onto the road. I'm gonna drive, I'm gonna be as safe as I can. Oh my gosh, how many cars can come onto this street while I'm driving? I made it back from my drive. I've been out there for about 20 minutes. Some spots are good, some spots are still a little iffy. And this car is very low. As you can see, the grill, the bottom grill at least, took a little bit of a beating with the snow. So I'm gonna have to clean that out, make sure everything's good. But now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the Jeep. I'm gonna go out and see if the gym's open, because I really need to go to the gym today. And got new tires, so everything should be good. And I'll see you guys when we get to the gym. By the way, I just noticed this. There's a bag of candy corn stuck in my basketball goal. One of my friends came over, he had a giant box of candy corn. There's tons of bags and he threw them inside, and I was like, I can't eat this. And then he went outside and I threw them in his truck, and then he threw one up there. Well, I drove about 30 minutes to get to the gym. Then I get to the gym just to see that it's closed. So I should have called, but I wanted to drive the Jeep anyways. The roads here where the gym is are actually a lot worse than where I live. So I actually I just spent about 20 minutes driving around through different roads through the snow, trying to get out and back onto the highway where the roads are clear. I'm also having issues with my wheels because there's snow in the wheels, and basically just puts the balance off of the car. So the car, like, it's about to start shaking really, really bad. So that's just stuff you gotta fix. But anyways, that's gonna conclude this snow vlog here. I don't wanna make it super long. It snowed, it's almost Christmas. I got a few videos planned for you guys in the Christmas theme to help you guys out, give you guys some presents. So I'm excited for that. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. You learned something. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.